What is poppin', my party people? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Hopefully you guys are doing absolutely fantastic out there today. Guys, I know I sure as heck am doing fantastic because we finally get some catharsis, a conclusion to the ongoing mystery that we've been covering extensively here on this channel, and that is who stole the trophy. We know exactly who stole it, which we found out in the last episode. We guessed correctly out of 2 different people, so it wasn't that hard. But it's most definitely good that we finally know who the culprit was at the very end of things. So hope you guys are all pumped up. Let's get straight away into the details. Here we go! Guys, I am on another level recently here on the channel. Your boy Ray is doing good things, man. 99%. Let's go. But if you guys have been enjoying this ongoing mystery and me covering it here on the channel, be sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're getting super close to 400,000 subscribers. And believe it or not, we know who the culprit is, but there's still going to be another part next month, which I thought this one was going to be, but we can look forward to next month's episode as well. So this is most definitely not going to be a super long episode or anything like that, but it's out of principle that we cover this, seeing that we covered the entirety of this ongoing mystery here on this channel. We can't just give up on it, right? And I'm sure you guys are looking forward to a little catharsis as well. But with all of that out of the way, as you guys can see, we covered part 6 3 long weeks ago. Guys, time flies. It's absolutely insane. But the title of the video that we posted then was Trophy Update: The Brawler Who Stole the Trophy Is. And in that video, we guessed correctly. But if you guys are a little bit confused as to what we're even talking about here in today's video, I normally in these episodes try to do a little bit of a rehashing as to what has been going on in this mystery, so we're all kind of on the same page. But in that video, I did a really good job. I don't mean to say it myself, but I really tried my best in that video, put in quite a bit of effort in order to get a good mapping of this whole mystery from start to finish. So if you guys want to get caught up with it, be sure to watch that video. But as for a little TLDR, or a brief synopsis, so we're kind of on the same page moving forward with this video, there was, of course, a stolen trophy. Several different theories being thrown into the community after each of these episodes were posted month after month. After coming up with so many fun different theories with this mystery after every single episode, once we made it to part 6, we finally narrowed it down to 3 different suspects, 2 in particular that I felt a bit more strong towards, and that was Jesse and Belle. But then that lands us to present day, transitioning over here to the official Brawl Stars Esports Twitter page to highlight a video that was posted 4 hours ago over here. As you can see, we've nearly got him. Let's catch the trophy thief. You can also take a look at the video over here on the Brawl Stars Esports YouTube channel. As you can see, it was also posted 4 hours ago with 82,000 views already. People really interested in this mystery, needing that catharsis, man, after 5 long months. As you can see, the first episode got 1 million views. Holy crap, man. This is a cool little mystery. I hope Brawl Stars does more things like this in the future. It was really fun to follow. But taking a look at the newest video here, and then we'll take our time dissecting it thoroughly. So here we go.
The trophy, it's gone!
Maybe you should ask someone who wasn't at the party that night.
Our evil plan is working. She has followed her orders.
Wanna know a secret? I know who stole it!
I guess you're here for a confession. Heck, I bet you've had me pegged as the trophy thief since episode 3. Had it figured out for a while, didn't ya? Wrong! Come on! If it was me, there wouldn't be a gold coin left in that safe. Indulge me. Yeah, hacking the security system? Genius. Plus their kit was real high-tech. But that motor grease spill? Give me a break! Anyway, they must have really had a grudge. Glad she ain't my kid.
So according to this video, Jesse was the one who ended up stealing the trophy. Like I said before, the last 2 big culprits were Belle as well as Jesse. We also suspected that Colette could have had a hand in stealing the trophy, seeing that she was one of the people in that last part, the part 6 that we went over in the most recent episode here on my channel. But it was indeed Jesse, and we theorized that this would have been the final part in this mystery. But as you guys can see at the very end here, they ask a very important question. Jesse stole the trophy, but why? So So I'm guessing part 8 will be addressing why Jesse ended up stealing the trophy, and I'm very much so looking forward to seeing that next month. But getting into some of the really interesting things that you guys ended up finding out or pointing out when we posted the video 3 weeks ago on the part 6 of the mystery. I failed to point out some of the key bits of evidence that came out in that part 6, such as the oil down here with a footprint, much like in the part 2 of the mystery, as well as the box up here was a box that was found in part 2 in the evidence room, so it appears that Jesse took this home or something like that. And several of you guys brought up theories such as this, which I absolutely loved when we were trying to pinpoint whether it was Belle or Jesse. This user here says, it's Jesse giving the girl a how to be evil book. Belle is a criminal herself and she knows how to be evil already, which is a ton of sense. Does she really know how to be evil? She needs to learn how to be evil to carry out this deed by the Dark Lord Spike gang with Evil Gene, Virus 8-Bit, and Archvillain B. Why they needed someone like Jesse is something I'm not sure of, but it's really, really cool. It was a brawl that we really wouldn't have suspected this entire time. But moving along here to the other points, Colette, well, she is the detective in the case, so it is pretty safe to kind of cancel her out of the suspects. And then the final point here, Jesse is innocent and all but villains could have convinced her to do that. She's a small little girl. She could have been convinced, though she is smart, so maybe that point doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm very, very interested to seeing why she wanted to steal the trophy. But getting into a few more details here in the part 7 that I really, really enjoyed. It looks like Belle is taking over as detective, and as she said in the video, she wouldn't have made mistakes like leaving evidence on the scene. She is a professional thief. She would have stole every single ounce of gems and riches from that vault. That's for dang sure. So that was definitely a point that we could have took into mind as well. But one thing in this frame that I wanted to point out, as you guys can see, we have a calendar up here at the very top. World Finals scheduled for November 18th. So I'm assuming we'll get the part 8 at some point around them, maybe a little bit earlier. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, that's when World Finals should be, according to this calendar here. We have some other pretty interesting things. Buy more, a shopping list here. Byron's snake oil. It's a little bit blurry. I can't see a whole lot, but I don't think that's super important there. Moving along to other really interesting stuff here on this board. Other evidence that wasn't presented in part 2 of this mystery. Tool used, modified laser, diamond cutting. Jesse is a smart little engineer, man. But we got a piece of glass there from the case that was housing the World Finals trophy being removed there. We also got a Tara card there on the bottom left. And another really interesting thing that I wanted to bring up here in today's video, you're invited. It looks like an invitation to the party that was held a while back in part 3, I believe. Really, really cool details. But moving on to a little bit more evidence here, the footprint in part 2. Nail polish was crossed off, which we kind of suspected maybe Edgar would have been the culprit in that part when we were breaking it down months ago. So nail polish crossed off the list. Bare feet also crossed off the list, but small feet not crossed off the list. So the footprint was smaller, which makes sense. It's Jesse. On top of that, we have a knife stabbed into the wall with dripping grime there off the rag. Very, very creepy if you ask me, man. But then we get to the final bit of evidence before the video ends. We have Jackie there, a post-it note being crossed off, and Nani being crossed off as well, I believe symbolizing that they aren't culprits, right? They were crossed off, the potential suspects, as well as Pam there in the photo, but a red circle around Jesse, that culprit. Who would have thought it was Jesse? If you guys go back to like part 2 or something like that, no one would have thought it was Jesse. Maybe there was a select few of you out there, but I definitely didn't see a lot of theories revolving around Jesse. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking about this entire mystery. I would really love to hear some of your theories as to why you think she ended up stealing it. Big picture stuff. Why would Jesse say yes to the evil villains to help them out and steal this trophy? A girl seeming to be pretty dang innocent in the past when it comes to the lore in Brawl Stars. I've seen several theories already that I find super interesting, such as Jesse facing a ton of abuse in the past here in Brawl Stars, such as in key artworks posted to the Brawl Stars social medias. Here she's being bullied hiding under a table by Rico, and several other examples in animation where Jesse is just getting absolutely destroyed in certain circumstances. So kind of feels bad for Jesse, but maybe she's taking some retribution. She's sick of the treatment that she's been putting up with, and finally she was pushed to the breaking point, doing some evil deeds here in the community. Really interesting theory. I think that one's definitely my favorite one out of anything that I've seen thus far. But again, I would love to hear if you guys have anything else to add to this thing. But yeah, guys, like I said before, a little bit of a shorter video here today just because this mystery is kind of at a conclusion here. We know who stole it. It was Jesse. Very, very excited for part 8 next month to see why Jesse ended up doing it. Make sure to stay tuned to the channel. I'll be covering that as well. Guys, if you cover 7 different parts for 5 months, it's important to see it through, man. We got to go to the very end. But yeah, everyone, as always, hope you guys enjoyed this video here today. If you did, make sure to slap a big fat like on that button down below. I'd really, really appreciate it. And as well, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I very much so appreciate that too. But with that being said, have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, you guys.